Hello, 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 welcome back. Now we're going to match day 5. Let's go see. Now we have Atletico Tucumán versus Go Ahead Eagles. Just making sure. Alright, fixed problem. We have a problem. Oh yeah, twice. Another red card. Is this guy back yet? Yes, he is. Okay, Melanstein, you're back. So Twilight, you get to stay on the reserves as Ramon still stays there, so. Alright. Atletico Tucumán host Go Ahead Eagles. Can they get the victory here? No, they lose. Benitez gets a goal. Edvardson gets his first goal. Sure gets another goal. James gets another goal. So James and Sure get other goals for themselves. James. Sure gets his fourth. He's a prominent goal scorer right now, Sure. Edvardson for Go Ahead Eagles. Benitez for Atletico Tucumán. There we go. Another loss for Atletico Tucumán. A good victory for Go Ahead Eagles though, so good for them. Bodo Glimt versus Saarbrücken. I'm going for a Bodo Glimt win, obviously. They do get it. Bjorkan and Hauge again with another goal. Hauge tying in with Sheshko now. Bjorkan. Make sure it's spelling his name right. What is his name? Bjorkan. Okay. Bjorkan for Bodo. Gets his first goal. Good victory for the Norwegian side. Norwegian Giants, Bodo Glimt. Oslo versus Paderborn. It's a Paderborn victory if I've ever seen one. Oh, tie. Bauer and Ngia. Bauer and Ngia. Ngia already scored before. So I'm just going to find him down here. Gets his second goal now. Okay. Ngia and Bauer. Who's down here? Now I'm 4 goals. Oh my god. Yep. Bauer's now on 4 goals. Crazy for a player that I have no idea what the fuck he is. Hilbysent versus Bromley. Surely this is a Hilbysent to win now, right? Surely. Yes, they finally get one. Caceres gets a goal, Weverson gets a goal, and Hector gets a goal. So Hector gets a goal finally for another goal for himself. There we go. Hector gets a second. Weverson gets his first. For Gil Vicente. Gets his first. And then the other one's for Caceres, who's already on 2. There he is. Gets his third now. Putting him up here. Passing these guys. There we go. Good victory for the Portuguese side finally. Bromley still being disappointing. Anyang versus Shandong. Actually, they should have their player back now. Yep. He's back from after getting his red card in the first match day, but he's back to make that back line a little stronger. To protect his guy who has 1 goal more than him, which is the goalkeeper. Wild. 2 Asian teams facing off. Anyang versus Shandong Taishan. Damn. Okay, Woon gets another goal. Oliveira gets another goal. Zeka gets his first. Don't know who that is. Woon gets a brace. Vako gets another goal. So Vako, Woon. Okay, first Vako. Gotta find him though. Vaco. So Vaco gets another goal for himself. Then Woon gets a goal, a brace actually. Woon. There he is. Gets a brace, putting him at 3 goals now. All the way up here. So there's one. Zeng something. I gotta figure out who that is. It's a new goal scorer though. Oliveira and Zeka. So Oliveira gets another goal himself. Oliveira, there he is. Gets his 3rd. Xenothesis? I think that's what the song is called. Xenothesis? 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 Oliveira and Zeko. Right? Zeko? Zeka. Okay. For that Zeng ZH guy. Find out what he's called. Zeng ZH guy. Zeng. Oh my god. Zeng. What a name. Zeng for Shandong. There you go. Alright, well, they both help. They helped him get a result against Anyang. Unicatólica versus Grazer. There's a suspension for the midfielder Koch. It comes off for Shatin. Koch has to come off now for another midfielder, preferably a good one. I guess Jano, you're up. Alright, Unicatólica versus Grazer. Who's gonna win this one? Grazer win this one, interesting. Grosse and Shatin. So Gross is new. Grosse for Grazer. Their first victory. Okay. Shatin gets another goal for himself. Now he got his first startup. There we go. Hjorth comes in. Oh, Hjorth. Hjorth goes down again. He's waiting for his other goal. And Shatin rises. Good victory for them, beating the Chilean side. And going away to their stadium too and getting the result. Mallorca versus San Martin. See, should be another Mallorca win. They do get it. Sergi Darder and Murici. Tolosa gets another goal too. So Murici, Darder and Tolosa get their second goals. Darder. If I can find his dumbass. There he is. Gets his second goal. Pushing y'all down. Then Tolosa. There he is. He gets his second goal now. Pushing all these guys down. I told you Medici would fucking thrive in this fucking tournament. Because now he gets another goal for himself, putting him at 4. He won't go behind first place, but he's tight on goals with the likes of Bauer from Paderborn, Sure from Go Ahead Eagles, and Hauge from Bodo Glimt. No, just those 3. Bodo Glimt, Sheshko and Hauge are still ahead of everybody else. Good result for Mallorca though. Staying relevant. Samsung Sport versus Union. Should be a Samsung Sport win. It isn't. They lose. Wild. Vargas. This does not sound like the Farah song. Big upset here too. Vargas for Union defeat Samsung Sport. Crazy. Not what you expect. Not what I would have expected, really. Especially because they traveled to Turkey too. Oh, here we go. First big match day of the tournament. Manchester United hosting at Old Trafford Fenerbahce. Can they get a result here? They need all their team to perform now. They can't have a slip up now. Manchester United versus Fenerbahce. Here we go. Fenerbahce win. Martinez got injured as well. Lisandro Martinez. Wow. Wow, what a result. Duran, Guendouzi, and Duran. Okay, Duran brace. Okay, let's find Duran. Because he's on 3 goals, or 2 goals maybe. Or 3. Yeah, 3. So a brace now puts him at 5 goals. Tying with Hauge and Sheshko. There you go. And Casemiro and Mount were the scorers. Casemiro then Guendouzi. Casemiro then Guendouzi. Okay, there's Casemiro. Boom. Casemiro. I just saw Guendouzi. There he is. Gets his second goal. Put Mason Mount for Manchester United. It's his first goal. Casemiro Guendouzi get in here. Casemiro Guendouzi. And that's it, right? Okay, I put Duran, I put Casemiro Guendouzi. Now, yeah. Bad loss for Man United, and they lose Martinez. It's an all-in-all bad result. Whitecaps versus Ipswich. Crazy game we just had back there. And Whitecaps lose this game too to Ipswich. As Clark Nunez at the brace. Okay, Laborda gets his first goal. Okay, Laborda gets his first goal for Whitecaps, the former Montpellier winger. Nunez got a brace. Clark got his first goal for Ipswich. I think he's a Tottenham player too, a former Tottenham player, Clark. I think. Oops, wrong one. Nunez with the brace. And White gets another goal too. Nunez already had 2 goals, I think. Yep. With that brace puts him now 4 goals. Putting him up here ahead of his stats players like Mbuemo and shit. Okay, Nunez. And White, who's also here somewhere. There he is. Gets his 3rd goal. Ultimate Whitecaps do lose, fall to the English side, the championship side, Ipswich. There we go. 3-2 victory for Ipswich. And there we go. That's going to conclude Matchday 5. What a way to end Matchday 5. Boro Glimt, Fenerbahce, Mallorca, Manchester United in the top 4. Samsunspor, Ipswich, Unicatolica, Go Ahead Eagles in the top 8. Paderborn, Anyang, Gil Vicente, Grazer, Oslo, Whitecaps, Union, and Shandong are in the middle table area. With Atletico Tucumán, Saarbrücken, San Martin, and Bromley on relegation form. Even though Union got out of relegation, Atletico Tucumán fell in there, so not great for them. And then Matchday 5, nothing really emotional other than Manchester United finally lost their first game against Fenerbahce. But it was a pretty bad loss considering that they lost at home and they lost Martinez now. So, see how they can come back from that. Pause. So, yeah, that's in the Matchday 5. We're going to go now to I'll see you guys next time at Matchday 6.